Okay. Okay. Is that a good angle? That's pretty good angle. Okay. Welcome everybody who is joining the stream. Just gonna be sitting here. We're gonna remaster my Neil custom because it's kind of crap, but you know what? We're gonna make him better. So yeah, hello to Diesel D7101, Alex Studio, Mr. Toaster and Clay. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. Okay, so first off, just gotta remove the little bump funnel. There you go, like that. Okay. Will I make a collection video someday? Probably. I mean, yeah. My collection's expanded a lot since the last custom video, so I don't see why not. Not custom collection video, what the heck? I can't say words right. Okay. So we don't really need to change much in the whole body shape. I think we just need to I think we just need to just cover it in masking tape and just repaint it and make him a new funnel and stuff. So yeah. Okay. Go through my stash. Just find something just like this. Okay. People in the chat, if you want to ask any questions or just talk, I'm cool with that. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys have for me. So okay. How would that look? 1 inch? 1 inch funnel? We'll do 1/2 inch. Okay. Also, I apologize if there was any background noise. Some of my family members are doing some stuff in the house today, so I apologize if you hear anything, like a dog barking or music playing. It's fine. We'll see. Who is my favorite engine? I have answered this a billion times, but it's James. Yeah. It's James. I don't. Just a simple way to put it. It's James. You don't hear anything. Hold on. Is the volume working? All right, people in the chat, please confirm if you can hear me or not, because I must know. Someone says that they don't hear anything, but that might just be them or me. I'm not sure. You can hear. Okay, good. So it's just that one person. Okay. We got 15 people in the chat. That's a lot. That's a lot more than I'm used to. Oh, I got to scroll up to see the questions. Do you have your own take on the Sotomayor Mainland, Wellsworth Cettery, and E rail engines? Not really. I mean, I've never really done my own take on them, but I would like to. It's a good idea. It's ripe for story potential. Speaking of Wellsworth and Suttery, I used to have this Lego. Those of you who are like, who have subscribed in the old days will remember, like, I had a custom like Lego model of Wellsworth and Suttery Railway number 3. I think his name's Adam. I think so. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Yo, what's up? Sir Handle 16. How's it going? Just working on some customs. Just chilling. We are out here. I think back to my own take on Wellsworth and Suttery and all those engines. I've never really had like that kind of ideas for them, because I think like my own take would be kind of like how a lot of people have handled them, kind of like how Thomas 1 Edward 203 handles Neil. I mean, not in like that dark sort of way, but, just, he leaves Sodor for a time, and then he comes back to work and stuff. That's how I see it. That's pretty much my take. My phone is sliding all around the table. Hold on. I'm using wooden railway supports to hold up my phone because I don't have any professional thing right now. Crap. Oh, man. I'm a good YouTuber. How's that look? Is that a tall enough funnel? Does that look tall enough to you guys? Is that good? Yeah, okay. We'll just call it good. So, first off, let me take this and see if I can. Oh crap, that was not supposed to happen. Alright, any more questions from you guys? Maybe any questions concerning my most recent video or something? Come on, guys, work with me here. Thomas Tomfoolery asks, is Sir Topham Hatt the first dead? Talking about in my series? Isle of Sudrians? In Isle of Sudrians, yeah, he dead. So, I mean, sticking to like Railway Series canon, then yeah, he is. Sadly, but he may or may not be making an appearance in Sodor's Golden Hour. Ooh. Okay. Who is the best character arc in the Railway series, and you are a fan of the Unlucky Tug? Yes, I am a fan of the Unlucky Tug. Of course I am. Who isn't? If you don't like the Unlucky Tug, then you're wrong. Get out. No. Who has the best character arc in the Railway series? I would say Gordon. Definitely Gordon. And if you watch Unlucky Tug's video on Gordon, then you'll know why I think that. What happened to Bridget Topham Hat? Hold on, let me do this thing really quick. If you're talking about like Charles Hat's wife, then yeah, she's still around. And she does appear in Soder's Golden Hour. Oh my gosh. Those who are working with glue guns, do you ever just get that frustration where you glue something and then there's this tiny string that comes off? You have to deal with that and it gets stuck on everything like your clothes. I hate that. I'm remastering Neil. If y'all are wondering what I'm making. Oh man. Basically what I'm doing is just I am just covering him in masking tape so I can repaint him because the crap, I cannot talk. The numbering letterings was kind of crap. Hey, thanks Golden Gamers. Donate $14. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Super chat is amazing, dude. How did I make the buffers in your newest video? Okay, I should probably do a whole different video on how I made those. Basically what I did, let me go get him. Here's Neil to look at. Yeah. Have them in a bag. So, let me just, crap. There we go. So, basically, the whole premise of it is that I take a flat, just a piece of cardboard, and poke holes in the four sides like that. And these are toothpicks that have been painted brown. This is a thin piece of cardboard. This obviously is cardboard, so it can just stick into the track like that. And it works too. So, yeah, that's how I made them. Let's go. Okay. Definitely want to make more because I only take like 30 minutes to make. Actually pretty easy. POV, you get home from school and the goat is streaming. Thanks, man. Stop it. You flatter me. I'm just kidding. I'm sad that Donald Douglas never was made in All Engines Go because now I had to make print from the Trackmaster model. If you want my honest opinion, I could care less about All Engines Go merch. I really don't care. Now see, I could be that guy and say, all engines go is over, move on, quit living in the past, but then I'd be a hypocrite. So. Fresh Fish Productions, what's up? Where did his funnel? There it is. Okay. That is I swear, every time I cut my nails, it's like a couple. Literally, like the day after I cut my nails, I have to do something that requires long nails. Oh, I hate that. Will you ever make a custom of Flying Scotsman? Yes, I will, and I have plans for that. Because I am not spending hundreds of dollars for a TWR Flying Scotsman. I'm just not doing it. An item that isn't really that accurate to its source material. Nah. But Flying Scotsman is rare. You have to have it. So, I don't care. And honestly, considering that people are saying that you're lucky to find, you know, a troublesome brake fan for under $100 nowadays, which I did, I can't imagine how much you could find Flying Scotsman for. I don't even want to imagine, dude. All right, chat. Answer me this question. What is one TWR item that you think is not rare, but is definitely overpriced? Because I can name a few. I love your Nafford station. It made me want to build my own. Thanks, man. Honestly, go for it, dude. No one's gonna stop you. You want to make a Nafford station? Go make a Nafford station. It did take me a whole like week though, so just be wary of that. Isn't the Flying Scotsman face on the Wooden Railway model Henry's face? Yes, yes it is. Because in Tenders for Henry, there was that illustration. I think they mixed up Flying Scotsman with Henry because Henry is the one that's winking or like has his eyes closed or something. And Flying Scotsman is behind him laughing. He's not actually winking. Come on, Fisher Price. Come on, Mattel. You couldn't have. No. Do better. Oliver and Oliver Peck. I don't know why. I don't think I've seen that. Very overpriced. Dang, 2 supers for City. I know, dude. It's crazy. The D199. I don't think D199 is necessarily overpriced. I think people just think he's a little rare. So I haven't seen a lot of D199s that are that expensive. The most expensive one I've seen on like eBay or something was like, I don't know, $75. That's still a lot, but it's like, considering that's like the most expensive I've seen him, it's not that much. Express coaches? Yes, dude. The Wooden Railway Express coaches are so overpriced. I don't like it. Here's the update on Neil. Covering him just in masking tape. Yeah. Okay. How do I just gotta why didn't Wooden Railway model why didn't they make the Green Express coaches? I don't really know. I'm pretty sure they went off of the coaches in the Railway series, which are the, what are they called? It's like, I can't remember which railway they belong to, but it's like the cream and red one. I think it's called like Blood and Custard coaches, I think that's what they're called. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that, because I don't want to look like a dummy. Can't seem to get this tape on right. Okay. There we go. Now he's completely bandaged up. He's in a full body cast. Neil broke all of his bones in his body. Oh, man. Who would eat custard with their blood? Blood by itself is the superior thing. Don't ask me, bro. I don't know. I've never eaten blood and custard. But I imagine it would taste pretty weird. Egg. That just reminded me, chat, what do you think is the best breakfast cereal? Because for me, I'd definitely say like, definitely donuts, bro. I cannot not good enough donuts. Donuts. Weetabix? I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. Cocoa Puffs? Cocoa Puffs are pretty good. I probably wouldn't eat them like every day of my life, but like, they're still pretty good. Right now I'm just adjusting stuff. What are you gonna do for your next video? I don't really know right now. I'm still planning that out. But it's either going to be another story video like I did with Henry and Rebecca. It's gonna be another video essay video, like fixing another bad character, or I don't know. We'll see. We are just working on stuff. I think Weetabix is mainly in Britain. Okay, yeah, that's probably why I've never heard of it. I'm American. America. Okay. So there's Neo right there. Did I just say Neo? It's Keanu Reeves. He's in the Matrix. Does Eri die in the new movie Soda's Golden Hour? I will not be spoiling anything from that movie, so don't ask me. Also, why would I spoil it? No. Okay. So I gotta put a little opening. Where was that? Where was that little opening for the funnel? There it is. I gotta do it right there. Okay, let's look at the chat. For this one thing, my beloved, the funny rock, okay. And Soda's Golden Hour, I will be devastated if they are dead. You'll just have to find out when it comes out. When will it? I have no clue. Sorry to disappoint. So I cut a little thing, a masking tape, where I can put my funnel. My funnel? No. Neil's funnel. What am I saying? I can't talk today. I don't know what I am doing. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, you guys want to see Ellsbridge Station? Because I just finished that the other day. Here's Ellsbridge Station. Yeah. Looking good. Looking good. Probably one of the most unique stations I've ever built, if I'm going to be honest. I guess that's just because it's like so much more different from all the others. You know, it doesn't have like a big it does have a canopy, but it's not like super big or something. Why can I not glue this funnel on right? I do not know. I need a bigger opening, so. And here's the goofy pedestrian bridge for Ellsbridge. It goes up to the town, or the bus stop. Because the town is after the station, and like next to the bridge. Yeah. I know sort of geographical stuff. What the heck is going on with this thing? All right, that's enough of Ellsbridge. Let me share here. Big funny planks of cardboard. Yes, I agree. Ah. I don't usually do streams like this, so I guess we'll just see how this turns out and see if you guys like it. And I'll probably do more of these. I'm honestly thinking of switching to the kinds of streams like this because the computer I'm using right now is a piece of crap. And if I have like more than one tab open on like Google Chrome or something, it absolutely freaks out and just dies. But luckily I am saving up for a desktop. One that can do better editing software, because the editing software I have on my phone right now is kind of doo-doo, so. Plus I'll be able to do better live streams and all that jazz. So I made the opening bigger for the little funnel to go right there. Yeah, my computer's on life support. Technically, it's not my computer, it's my parents' computer, but it's more like the family computer if you think about it. But we've had it for like, what, 10 years, and it's poo-poo doo-doo. It's a stinker, that one. Oh, there's too much glue. All the stringy stuff. Ugh. Can I? So there's Neil and his new funnel, his new special funnel. Peter Sam is jealous. Oh no. Okay. Now I'm gonna use a Q-tip to do his little whistle thing in the back. It's tiny, so it's fine. Also, for those wondering, I use Q-tips for the axles of my scratch bit. Let me just grab a random one. Let me grab Rebecca. Okay. So for the axles of my scratch built engines, I use Q-tips. Okay. Q-tips that are the width of about just under 1 inch. That's what I use for the axles. So stop asking me in every scratch built engines video, stop asking me, what do you use for the axles? Now you know. I've had to answer that question like 100,000 times. It's fine. Okay. There. And then just a small thing, doesn't have to be big. Actually, let me poke a little hole where I can put it. Hold on. Ooh! When using sharp objects, always use extra caution. Hopefully my phone doesn't die before like the 45-minute mark. I want this, because my phone's at about 30%. That's fine. Okay. So then just put that in the hole. Whoa, pause. And like that. Okay. Neil's got a Q-tip for a whistle. I've got a Q-tip for a whistle. Someone help me. Yeah, that's in pretty good. Okay. Then just cut it up like that. It's gonna go flying. Or not. There he is. There's his whistle. Yay! Neil has a whistle now. Ah. Instead of this weird green dome I gave him for some reason. That sat just behind his funnel for some reason. I don't know why I gave him that. It looked weird. Oh, but my custom making skills have prevailed and grown and matured since. Okay. So what now? What do I need to do now? I think that's all I need to do, other than paint, because I mean, I guess I could make an opening for his cab for someone to sit in, but that would require a lot of stuff, and I'm feeling particularly lazy today, so I'm not gonna do that. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm gonna get some paint and yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go fill up a cup of water so I can rinse the paint. Be right back, chat. Ow, I just closed the door on my thumb. That did not feel good at all. Oh, crap. Why am I so clumsy, dude? I don't know. Okay, let's move all this stuff out of the way. Stuff I don't need. Oh, man. Let's do mixture of green and white. See if that's a good color. I'm assuming it will be. Hopefully it's not too dark or anything. Because Neil's like he's sort of like a gray western green kind of, and that's a little, yeah, I'm just gonna add a touch of, just a touch of white in there. Just a drop, that's all you need, just a drop, okay. Yeah, there we go, that's a good color. Yeah, there we go, there we go. That's the good color. That's the color I was looking for. Also, this paint may appear glossy. It's because it's apple barrel satin. Because that's all they had at Walmart. They didn't have matte for some reason in that color, which is really dumb. But you know what? What can you do? You work with what you got. Ooh, I quite like that color. This is a Bob Ross channel now. Just gonna paint some happy little clouds on Neil. I think this little tree, crap, I got some on the wheel. No! Okay. Yeah, I probably will have to do multiple coats, maybe 2 or 3, which is fine. Can that stay down, please? I hate when tape doesn't stick. I don't like that. Tape is supposed to stick, so why is it not sticking? No. trying to focus here, so I'm not getting paint on any unnecessary spots where they're not showing green. Am I gonna paint the wheel green? I think it looks much better. Nah. I'm gonna keep them black, just because I don't feel like going through that whole process of painting them green and then going outside and spraying them with gloss to give them a protective coat multiple times, because it doesn't work the first time, and yada yada yada. That's what happened with Dominic, my custom J72 original character. I had, first time around, I gave him a protective coat of gloss, and then it rubbed off really easily, showing the blue of the Thomas I used for him underneath, and it did not look good, so I had to do it multiple times. Okay, what the heck? I might print some decals for later. I don't think I'll apply them on stream here, but because it's a doozy. I go online, or I go on my computer, go on Google Docs, draw them up in drawings, and then I print them out, and then cut them out and stick them on. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that right now. It's just me, or would an episode with Ryan and Arthur be a good idea and a good story? That actually sounds pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't have a Ryan custom right now, so I probably couldn't do it, but you know, I could probably make a Ryan custom. Wouldn't take too long. I have a spare Thomas I could use. But I'm actually using that spare Thomas for something else, so never mind. Okay. So there's the first coat of green on Neil. I did not get any paint on my fingers, thank goodness. I'm clean. I'm gonna say Bella's just Arthur but blue. No, she's not. Nope. She's not. It's actually proven that they are two different engines. Two different classes of engines. Know your facts, man. How's it going with Sutter Golden Hour? We're working on it. We're haven't said we've made a lot of progress, but you know, we're getting there. Still need a few voice actors for some minor characters, which is fine, you know. Yeah, but I think that, yeah, the main reason I had to postpone it to 2026 was, for one, like, financial instability, because I'm a broke boy. Not really, but I'm just saving up for stuff, like the new desktop I was talking about. But also just, like, conflict with some of the voice actors, who will remain nameless, as I don't want to cause more drama. But, yeah. A lot of the voice actors were... And please don't ask who they were, because I don't want to open up that can of worms. Why does my camera keep slipping down? Darn you! It's undignified. Just a perfect green. Yes, it is. I would say so. Yes. I'm Neil, and I'm a box engine. Now I gotta wait for it to dry because I can't move on to the second coat. And then oh crap, my phone's at 20%. Are you kidding me? I just started. That's fine. It's we got to the 45-minute mark. Let's go. Yes, they did reveal themselves as two of the voice actors, but they're not the ones who caused conflict. Just want to put that out. Don't go to them and harp on them because they didn't do anything wrong. It was not them. It was different people. So. Okay. Well, I know you know the two, Caleb, because I told you. Another thing to hold up my camera because it won't stop slipping down. Okay. Molly's underrated in my opinion. Yes, I agree. Oh, crap. Is this dry yet? Oh my gosh. This is the worst part about the custom, that you have to wait for the paint to dry. I don't like it. And for some reason the green won't leave this paintbrush. I hate that. You know, let's do blacks right now while we're waiting for green to dry. Who are we talking about? Just some people who were jerk faces. People I recruited from a movie and then they turned out to be jerk faces. And so I cut them from the movie. Who are we talking about? Chicken Little's an underrated film. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I think when my phone reaches 10%, that's when I'll end the stream and maybe continue tomorrow, depending on the progress. I might finish Neil tonight, and then you might see me making something else tomorrow for an upcoming video. We'll just see. I honestly think I prefer these kinds of streams now, other than spending like a ton of time trying to get my crappy computer to work. Ugh. Let me look through the chat. Okay. By the way, have you and Nameless, you know who I'm talking about, made up? No, not yet. They still won't talk to me. Honestly, I don't really care if we do or not. I'm just trying my best to avoid drama, because it doesn't do any good. Doesn't do any good. Your birthday's tomorrow. Happy early birthday, bro. Ah, crap. There's Neil and his funnel. Let me guess, Nameless is so especially is. No, dude. Sess is my boy, dude. Me and him are like, bro, he's my homie. You're never gonna split us apart. He's actually the assistant writer for Soder's Golden Hour. So yeah, no way I would axe him for any reason. And please stop guessing who they are, because no matter what, we're not gonna say. We're not gonna say who they are. Because we just don't need to. You don't need to know who they are. And we're not going to say anyway, so just don't ask. It's a fun funnel. Yeah, I know. Sess is going to college soon, man. Crazy. Crap. I got some black on the green. Crap. No. That's fine. Thoughts on Big Mickey speaking in the Brenner era? I think that's cool. I think it's cool. Although I would have much preferred it if it was like him talking through a megaphone and like in Tugs. That would have been so awesome. That would have been so much better. And if he sounded like he did in Tugs, with that kind of like nose plugged voice. The trap is on fire. Yeah. I would have enjoyed that a lot more. I should really get back into Tugs. I haven't done a video on anything Tugs in a while. Hold on, chat. All right, we're back. Just had a little thingy there. What happened with that one Tugs audio story? I had to scrap it. Well, not scrap, but like, kind of like cancel it. Just because there was a lot of work, and yeah, I don't know. I was just focused on other things at the moment. At that point in time. I'm gonna go back over with another coat of green. Yeah, I'm not saying that it won't ever be coming. Like, I still have all the lines and stuff, but it's just like, as of right now, it's just like, it's canceled. I would love to do another Tugs video, because I haven't done one a long time. Yeah, basically it's postponed. To when, I have no idea. Like I said, I'm more focused on other stuff. What's my least favorite classic series era episode? That's a tough question. I really don't know. Probably an episode from probably season 6. Because people often say that's like the worst of the classic series. That's the worst season of the classic series, which I would agree with. It's definitely the most dull, I would say. It's not the worst season overall, but it's quite dull in my opinion. Okay. Oh yeah, chat. Recently I rewatched season 11. You know, season 11. And honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than the other hit era seasons. I would go as far to say that they cooked, at least for half of that season. They cooked. Because a lot of those stories are actually pretty good. I found myself enjoying the episode Dream On a lot better. Yeah. Second coat of green is almost done. We'll do like one more for good measure after it dries. Like that. I think season 11 has definitely the best episodes of the hit era. Season 9 and season 11 are actually pretty good, in my opinion. Well, half of those seasons are pretty good. It's another one. As someone who has a younger sibling who's a pain in the butt a lot, I can relate to Don't Be Silly Billy a lot. And I really enjoyed that episode whenever you watched it. Because I'm watching it, I'm like, it's like they wrote this for me! I know, Thomas! I do not blame Thomas for getting mad at Billy in that episode. I really don't. Because I know how it feels. Okay, I gotta do yellow for the whistle. What the heck? Okay. Thompson, the jet engine has denied the laws of physics. Yeah. I think a more realistic take on that episode is just like after a couple minutes, Thomas would derail from a couple seconds after the jet engine starts. Thomas would derail and the jet engine would blow up. Hi, Gordon. Bye, Gordon. That would have been funny. Ah, I got black paint on my fingers. Crap. Okay, there's a yellow on his whistle. There we go. I don't know if it's a whistle or a safety valve. I don't know, and I don't really care. I'm just going with the flow. We do also do red right now for the buffers. Just revamping the buffers. What? Revamping the buffers. Cause that's yeah. I think you'll like the Thompson number 203 annotation. I've actually seen that before. Yes, it is very, very, very fun. Buffers. Okay. So let's paint in the buffers red, or the buffer beam. Yeah, I know words. Okay, ow, my wrist hurts. Call Diesel 10 to take care of the buffers. What have I done? My dyslexia has got the better of me, and now everybody's turning it into a meme. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not dyslexic. I know words. I know how to spell. Alright, I think the second coat of green is dry for them. We'll give it a couple more minutes. So how you doing, chat? I'm good, thank you. Let's see. You guys want to see Genty? There he is. There's Genty. I don't know why, but this Genty was a really hard model to make for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if I was out of it that day or if it's just his design, but whatever. Also, here's the chick magnet. Now that I have this, I can pull as many girls as I want. No, I'm just kidding. Believe it or not, Chad, I actually got this for under $60 actually. So, flex. I think someone would argue like, well, it's like, looks like a dog chewed on it. Could look worse, you know? So, Wooden Railway Neil is trash in my opinion. The official one. Eh. It could go both ways, I guess. How much do you have to pay for Flying Scotsman? On average, I'd say about from ranges from like $70 to $120. So yeah, it's pretty expensive. Okay, crap, my phone's at 10%. We gotta hurry. We gotta hurry before my phone dies. Yeah, I'll give it a couple more minutes. Let's see if we can make it to the 75 minute mark. But if not, then that's fine. And now I'm applying the third coat of green. How long does it take to make a custom? It depends. If it's like a small one like this, couple hours, like 2 to 3 hours. If it's like a big one, like freaking my Alfred custom or my Rebecca custom, probably like a day or two. However, if it's like a custom destination, like my Knapford station or like my Vickerstown station, it takes a lot longer. Definitely more than like 3 days. And then if it's like, yeah, my custom Vickerstown took me about 2 weeks to make in total. If you don't have the white-faced troublesome truck, then you won't get the girls. Says you. I don't need a white-faced troublesome truck to get girls, dude. Troublesome brake van has Riz all on its own. Okay, chat, any good movies y'all have watched recently? I'm curious. I've seen a lot of good movies recently. 2025 is a good year for movies. Duel. I don't think I've seen Duel yet. I have not seen Bad Guys 2. I haven't even seen the first Bad Guys, so don't get mad at me. Could be worse, you know. Okay. So let me just go over one more time. A few more strokes of the green. And there. Can you... Yeah, oh crap. And there we go. There's the final coat of green. City's phone dies in 3, 2, 1. Actually, no, it's at 6%. So, haha. We'll go for about like 2 more minutes. I said the 75-minute mark. So, that's good. Yeah, you thought, boy. You thought my phone was gonna die. You're not telepathetic. My name is Neil, and I'm a box engine. Meh. Also, if you're wondering like what Neil's chassis is, this is like an off-brand like here's his name. It's like an off-brand train. I think it's Brio. It's like an old like Brio like coach that was like tiny. So yeah. Just like Toby and Philip. Kind of. Okay. Well, I guess that's all the time we have for right now because my phone's about to die. But you know, I think I really prefer these kinds of streams over the ones I usually do because it's just better that way. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, watch me make customs, just checking in, asking questions. It's good. It's good to get to know my audience. So with that, I would like to thank you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.